For the first night, one of the biggest aspects of is to basically consummate the marriage. Right, because that's a desire that husband and wife have, and this is the halal way of fulfilling that. So some people may feel that there is an urgency to do this. However, it is not necessarily that on the first night that this must take place. And that's why you have to be sensitive, because it's possible that these last few days or weeks have been very, very busy for the couple. Right? Of course, once they are married, there is going to be a lot of enthusiasm, but a lot of time people are tired or whatever the case is. So all we are saying is proceed carefully, relax, get to know one another, especially if you've done it in a halal way where you've not basically had a taste of one another beforehand, because unfortunately there is a lot of cases where people get to know one another too much and they've been dating, and they've done basically everything that what you are supposed to be. Looking forward to for your day of marriage. All that is gone. So really, if it's a couple who trying to be righteous and so on, there is going to be an urgency, there is going to be a barakah and so on. You want to try to break the ice. Right, you want to try to break the ice, get comfortable with one another, and generally if you've done your due diligence, if you found somebody who you think is compatible, you've made the inquiries, you've tried to understand the personality through other people and so on, and you've made a bit of investment like that. That then basically once that has been done, husband and wife become halal for one another. One of the things that you should avoid is you should not be playing hard to get. Otherwise, it could leave a lasting negative impression on the other. So if the husband just plays hard to get or the wife plays hard to get, it's just not your halal for one another. You should basically be both giving it your full. Generally, the advice is women should not play hard to get and men should take it easy. Because generally those are the problems. Obviously, when somebody is still a relative stranger, you may be a bit uncomfortable how far we can go. And of course the natural inhibition, the natural that somebody has, you don't expect on the first day just to reveal it all, as they say, right? They could be a natural inhibition or a reservation at this stage, so you need to take it off feeling insecure and so on. So start praising one another, praise them, make it easy for them, make it comfortable for them. These are specific recommendations for this night. There is a hadith related, by which says that the couple should offer of prayer together in congregation. So when you come together, you are going to a hotel room or your own apartment or your friend's apartment or whatever. However you want to do this, the first night you first get together, and you pray. Number 2, then the husband is also advised to hold the wife's, which is the hair at the front, and recite the following prayer. The wife can also make this dua because the Prophet is speaking to men. He said it to her, he said, and she would say instead, right, and if she is reading it, she'll just change the dua instead. Basically just means, "O Allah, I ask you for the good in her or him and the good you have predisposed her to or him, and I seek your protection from her evil or his evil and the evil you have predisposed her or into." This should inshallah keep the shaitan away and protect you from any ill that may come about. Number 3, it could be a recommendation at this point to give a special gift. This is when I think the marital gift should be given. Not mahar, but a special private personal gift. Some and preferably give something that they will remember forever. Right? A box of chocolates will be eaten up. Because the Prophet said, give gifts to one another and that will create love, and this is the person you will create love with. So use everything that the Prophet is encouraged to create love with. Now if you are already married and you didn't do this, you can still have a special night, and let's do this again. Let me give you a gift. Number 4, this is from the Sunnah. The husband could also offer his new bride something to drink. A nice juice or something, or anything, even water. Okay, number 5. This is where nobody else should be there afterwards, obviously, because if they decide to get intimate and make love, the couple then should first recite the dua of special dua, which is you should memorize this dua. It is very important because remember, this is all about the big idea of marriage, which is to produce children and the next generation. And you want to make sure you do everything right to produce the best children. Shaitan is there to cause problems right from the beginning. So what this dua means is in the name of Allah. Oh Allah, distance us from the Satan. And distance Satan from what you have granted us. So we don't want our child to be affected by the shaitan as well. Now another point to keep in mind here is that it's forbidden anytime, not just this night, anytime, to reveal the details of your sexual intimacy with your spouse to anybody. There is a weird custom among some people that they pressure a person getting married like a woman or a man to reveal the details of their first encounter, and they compare it with one another. Totally haram and wrong. This is a betrayal of your partner's trust. The Prophet said in the Hadith Muslim, amongst the most evil people according to Allah on the Day of Judgment is a man who has sexual relations with his and she with him, then he spreads her secrets. Likewise, if a woman does the same for a husband. As a final advice, I just want to mention that do not play jokes on one another on the first night. You don't know the other person properly enough and it could go wrong.